What's going on, guys? Blackwoods here, and today I want to discuss about something that's been bothering the Call of Duty community and the video game industry in general for about a time now. I am sick and tired of gaming journalists writing articles about games like Call of Duty and pushing a social agenda forward, and basically, in my opinion, being on both ends of the spectrum in terms of controversy. There was a recent article that came out today by none other than IGN. Call of Duty Modern Warfare and the Cruel Realities of White Phosphorus in the game. It's written by John Phipps, who is supposedly a veteran who served in the army, or at least that's what they claim him to be. And John goes on and writes an article about how Call of Duty Modern Warfare and the cruel reality of white phosphorus in a video game should be removed. That's right, in a video game. So this man here is apparently not happy about how the white phosphorus being in the Modern Warfare has a kill streak, and he goes on and writes an article to Infinity Ward to basically reconsider their decision on removing the streak from the game permanently, which I strongly consider them trying to censor the game. But in IGN's perspective, this is not considered as a censorship, and they want to call it a context. So first of all, a video game in general is considered as an art that an individual creates depending on their own vision. And if IGN is so skeptical about their context, well, they should also know that they do not have any rights on demanding the artist to change his or her vision on their form of art. As usual, it is a shame to see that IGN wants to put out their biased opinions into video games like they've been doing for the past couple of years. I mean, there's nothing wrong in giving your biased opinions on something that you're just feeling towards the video game or the art itself, but asking the developers to change their vision of the game or modify, or even asking them to reconsider in this case just because you don't like it, is just not fair enough. The simple answer to this is, if you don't like it, then don't play the game. It's that simple. I mean, I respect that the veteran served for his country, but just because IGN brings in a veteran point of view does not mean that whatever they say is correct. The first and most important thing that they're missing out here is that this is just a video game, which is created for the sole purpose of entertainment, and this is not a war documentary to portray things as you want it to be in a Call of Duty game. Call of Duty is a first-person arcade shooter video game, and video games are to be treated as video games and not something that affects the reality of humanity's lifestyles. There's also a heated up conversation regarding this on Twitter between the Quatring, if you know who he is, he's also a YouTuber, and Lucy, who's the executive editor at IGN. And we all know Lucy very well when it comes to biased opinions and ratings on video games. In the past, like for instance Days Gone, where she hated the fact that Deacon St. John, the protagonist, was a grumpy male character and rated the game a 6.5 out of 10, whereas the gamers who played the game just absolutely loved it, including myself, and completely disagree with what IGN have rated the game. And we do agree that they haven't even played the game, and completely disagree with her video game ratings. So the Quatring tweeted out a reply to Lucy talking about how she supports this article and trying to prove her point to be correct, and called out her context vision to be so-called censorship of the game, which I believe is 100% true indeed, and I am totally on the Quatring side here. She replies saying that I don't want to censor Jack cheesecakes, but you know that, and you clinch to the word because your outrage keeps you warm at night. To which the Quatring fairly replies, providing the point that she's literally demanding content to be removed from a video game because she has her own reasons for it. I don't really understand why IGN always seems to rise out problems with their opinions and complete BS context on every upcoming video games that are trying to create something that the player base really want. I'm pretty sure that IGN is already planning on an article to censor the upcoming Cyberpunk 2077 in any ways as possible, and it's just not IGN that does it. There's also many other gaming reviewing outlets that do the same as well. The reason why is at the end of the day, we all know that the contexts are nothing but to create problems on a product before its launch, so they get paid millions to keep their mouth shut and give the game a 9 out of 10. I really hope Infinity Ward doesn't take these kind of BS context into consideration and release Modern Warfare as what they already designed the game to be like, because at the end of the day, video games are an art, and nobody has the rights to demand on changing the art just because they don't like it. If you don't like it, then simply do not play the game. It's that simple. I really want to see your opinions on this article here about IGN. Do you guys think that, like IGN says, believes the streak should be removed from the game or not? Leave your opinions on this in the comment section. The only way that we can stop this BS video game journalism crap that's going on around the community is if we gamers as a community unite together and raise our voice to speak against it. So the only way you can do it is please leave your feedbacks in the comments down below. So that is it for today's video, folks. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. Please leave a like on this video if you guys do agree with whatever statements I've made here on the video, and dislike if you guys think IGN is right about it and if you want the kill streak to be completely removed out of the game. It's completely up to you guys. I'm leaving the suggestions to you guys to decide what you think about the game and how it should be done. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day ahead of you all, and I'll see you all on the next one.